Website design tactics for coaches. Part 1 of 2. Something else to mention before launching out with all these marketing tactics is to check your website to be sure you have most, if not all, of these website design suggestions, which I'm about to give you, built into your website. How is your website designed? Is it ready for the onslaught of traffic you hope for? Let's see. Here are a number of items to check off where your website is concerned before heading out after your ideal client. If you plan on driving traffic to your website to drum up leads, well, make sure your website has all of the following components built into it. In no special order, because, they're all pretty much recommended. Here's what you should have on your website. For starters, a clean, professional look. No box designs that date your website or make your site look like it was built in the 90s or the early 2000s. Choose a good-looking, modern theme and build a professional-looking website. You can learn how at mytrainingcenter.com. Responsive website design for mobile phones, tablets, and other portable devices. Easy navigation throughout your website, in the header, in the footer, in the sidebar. Make it easy for people to navigate and get around your website. Your phone number, everywhere and on every page, if you want your phone number displayed. Not your real phone number or your mobile phone number. No. But, for example, a Google Voice number in particular. Have that number forward to a voicemail or to your cell phone, but know that when it rings, you know not to answer it, if in fact that's your policy, and you'll let it go to voicemail. Place that phone number in the header and in the footer of each web page. You don't have to answer it, again, no, but just let your calls go to voicemail. You're busy. Having your phone number on your website distinguishes you from other websites who wish to remain in hiding. Not you. You're a coach, approachable and open to people contacting you. Opt-in form to capture the name and email address of your visitors. Sample coaching sessions in audio and or video format for your visitors to listen to and or watch. Video message from you on your website. Why not officially greet your visitors with a video of you giving them an official welcome and maybe even a tour of your coaching services, etc. Hey, launch into some kind of a PowerPoint slideshow about what you do, your services, how you work, how you coach people. Give people an introduction to yourself via video. Audio on your website. You can record a welcome message. You can record your blog articles. You can record the About page and other pages. Let people hear you, not just see you or read about you or read what you have to write. Your voice is what they'll be hearing when they hear and read your coaching suggestions. I have a lot of people who've told me, Bart, when I read your books, I hear your voice. I hear you speaking. And from another person, in fact, someone who helps me with my books, they said something about that I don't write particularly in a manner that you're supposed to write per se, academically according to rules and structure, which I do. I mean, my grammar's okay and spelling and all that kind of stuff. But the point is when I write a book almost backwards, such as the book is not really a book I wrote. The book is a transcription of my spoken voice. In other words, if I were to stand up right now and give a speech or a presentation about a topic and say XYZ 1, 2, 3 about this topic and record myself for 10, 15, 20, 30, 45 minutes, and then you transcribed what I said, and you took out all the ums and the pauses and different things that you happen to do when you speak, like that. That was an example. The books that I write, I basically just write like I speak. because I want to communicate to you as if I was talking to you. So if you write your blog articles like you speak, or you write your books like you speak, and then you actually record them, people are listening to your voice in their head. They're reading your blog, but they're actually hearing your blog. I've actually recorded some of my articles, and I think it's great. People can have the choice. I'm so tired of reading. I don't want to read. I just want to listen. I'm going to click play for this article. I know it will stop when it's done. I'm going to kick back and I'm just going to listen. Or I'm going to download it. In fact, I'm going to download a couple of their audios, and then I'm going to take them with me on the train ride today, or the plane ride, or the cab ride, or wherever they're going. So audio on your website. You can record a welcome message. You can record your articles. Anything. They'll be hearing you. And remember, they're going to be coaching with you, listening to you. So why don't you warm them up to listening to you and your voice? A picture of you on the homepage. Is there one? Greet people with a smile and a warm photograph of you right on the homepage. While we're at it, take lots of photos of yourself and scatter them around your website. Testimonials, success stories, and case studies are always a plus to any coaching website. E-zine or newsletter sign-up opportunity, so people can join your list, giving you the right to stay in front of them on a regular basis. Blog filled with articles that are not just in written format by default, but also recorded as well. Sure, record your blog posts and allow people to listen to you speak what you wrote. It's just much more fun, and it's as if they're at a mini coaching session with you in this way. Podcast shows posted either in your blog or via posts or some other format. Like for example, at the training center, I have my podcasts in their own blog category. That way, I can create a page that will display just those podcast shows and nothing else. That way, if somebody wants to hear all the podcasts, I just send them to one page, and that one page lists them all, just like blog articles are displayed in a blog with featured images, and in this case with the podcasts, play buttons, etc. Links to all your social media accounts, such as Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, are they in strategic locations where people can find them right away? Header, footer, top navigation, sidebar. At the bottom of your pages and posts, are they at the top? How about a store of coaching products so people can check out what you have to offer in product format? And it's kind of boring to just use the word products in your navigation. I mean, you go to the grocery store. Do they have a shelf that says products? No. They just have shelves with products that are named maybe by their category or by the product themselves. And in this case, what I'm getting at is be creative, with your navigation links. Instead of them being boring, like products. Like for example, on my training center at the time of this audio recording, I might change it later if you go back there and you're like, hey, that's not there. But instead of having products, sure, you could put store or my store, but how about a call to action, menu link, name, or phrase? For example, instead of store or products, I have books and more, because most people are always interested in looking at books or reading the titles of books or buying books. They're not interested in looking at products or the titles of products or buying products. They wind up buying products. But do you get my point? Products. Boring. How about books and more? How about need help? Question mark. As if that's your link in your navigation. Need help? And in that case, I'm inferring to if someone needs help, they're going to click on it, and what are they going to find? Your books, your e-courses, your home study programs. Just get creative with your wording in your navigation. You could put store, you could put products, but